Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day today. I know I sure am. For today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Firefly FFLX, their take on the Gibson Explorer. Let's go ahead and check it out. Today we've got this beautiful Firefly FFLX, which is, like I said, their take on the Gibson Explorer. So we're gonna do kind of a quick deep dive, put the guitar on the table, take some measurements, go over the specs, and then we'll do some playing examples, and then we'll go over my final thoughts. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, we have the guitar set up on the table, so this is what we're gonna use for today. We'll start by taking measurements. The guitar has a mahogany body with a mahogany neck, so it's all mahogany. It is 44 inches in length from its longest point, and at the bottom of the body, you're looking at 60.5 inches. We've got two humbucker pickups. I believe they're ceramic. If I'm wrong, I'll put that on the screen. Two pneumatic bridge with stop tailpiece, one volume, two tone pots, three-way toggle switch. We've got 22 medium jumbo frets, which are nicely rounded at the end, so I'll be sure to put close-ups of that. And then we have the nut, which is gonna be basically a standard 43 millimeter nut. And then if we take measurements for the frets themselves, at the 12th fret, we're looking at 53 millimeters. And at the first fret, we're looking at 44, which is pretty standard. It usually opens up as you go down the neck. So speaking of the neck, we have mother of pearl inlays, mother of pearl block inlays, a rosewood fretboard, and for the neck shape, I don't think there was anything listed. The guitar feels like a C-shaped neck to me, but we will find that out right now. Let's start by doing this. Hold on, you get that? There we go. All right, so as you can see, kind of a narrow C shape at that second fret. And then if we go to the 12th fret, opens up a bit, but still a C shape. So it is a C-shaped neck, pretty standard C shape. And then string height, I didn't adjust the string height. So the stock string height that the guitar came with, we'll start with the 12th fret, which is probably backwards with how most people do it. We're looking at 1.75 millimeters. Between 175 and 2 millimeters for the 6th string, and for the first string it was 175. And then at the first fret, we are looking at, hold on. Yeah, it's about a millimeter for the 6th string, and then for the first string, we're looking at about 0.75 millimeters. All right, I don't believe I've left anything on. If I will, I'll put it on the screen. You also have your Grover style tuners. I'll put a close-up of that, but we've looked at all the specs and taken some measurements. Hopefully that's helpful. We'll get to the rest of the video now. All right, so we've taken a look at the specs. We've done kind of a quick deep dive and measurement check, and we've done some playing examples. So let's talk about my thoughts on this instrument and whether I believe it's good value for the money or not. So this is Firefly number, I don't even know, like 7 or 8 that I've gone through so far. I bought a couple, not too long ago, and the guys at Firefly had reached out to me. They've actually sent a couple of guitars for me to check out, throughout the last few months. So, shout out to them for that. This is another one that was sent to me. I am so sorry, George, for taking so long to upload this, because I was sent this guitar like 2 months ago, maybe more. Like I said, just stuff has been busy. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to give you an unbiased opinion on this. And I know you're probably thinking, like, well, he got the guitar, so he's going to be biased. No, I'm not. I have like 30-something guitars, and most of them are way, way more expensive than this. So I don't need it. I do it because I like it. No one's paying me. I haven't made any money from YouTube, and that's fine. Yeah, anyways, I want to talk about the guitar. So it's a mahogany body. I decided to go for the red because most of the models that they had the flame maple veneer. I just kind of wanted to see the natural one. I thought it looked kind of cool, and I like it. I dig it. It's really classy. The red looks really nice. Kind of SG kind of red. I like it. Some of the highs for me, I'll talk about the highs and talk about the lows. So this one, I think it's about $250. So it's about their higher end or higher spectrum in pricing for them, which is still dirt cheap. All the Fireflies are between like $150 to $250, so not a lot of money in the guitar world. But it gets you so much in this model. Like, this is probably the most impressive model spec-wise. So we've got, obviously like a set neck construction, full mahogany body, mahogany neck. We've got the 22 medium jumbo frets that have the rounded fret ends. That's one of the most impressive things that I found in this guitar. I'll put close-ups again so you guys can appreciate that. We have a genuine bone nut. We have non-branded Grover style tuners that work really well. The nut was cut properly, which is great. The pickups sound great. I'm not sure if they're ceramic or Alnico. They feel like ceramic to me. They're kind of hot. They're hotter than any other Firefly pickup I've used, but not so hot that I would call them like metal pickups or anything like that. And then the taper on the knobs is fine. You got your 3-way toggle switch. But what's impressive to me about this guitar, aside from the fret ends, being nicely rounded, is just the finishing work is so much better than any other Firefly I've had, because I've had several Firefly models, I've had several of their models that always seem to have finish flaws, like little smears of paints in the binding, all that kind of stuff. This has absolutely nothing that I can find. Well, maybe a tiny one there, but it's the only one. Normally I'll go through like 5, 6, 7 finish flaws, which is okay for a $200 guitar. But for this to be finished, I would say on par to like a $400 or $500 production guitar. I think that's really impressive. Plus, you get nicer fret ends than 99.99% of those $400 to $500 production guitars. And everything in it works. There's no reason for you to upgrade anything unless you really want to. I mean, the bridge works just fine. Yes, you could upgrade it and, you'll improve it, sure, but you don't need to. The pickups, I think they sound pretty good. They're great for that classic rock, 80s metal, sure, kind of sound. But they can do a little bit of everything. Like I said, the fret ends were really nice. The frets themselves were really polished, so also impressive. The tuners work just fine. Yes, you can put locking tuners. No issue with that. But again, if you're short of money or you have other guitars you want to attend to, like, it's not urgent. Everything here works. The nut was cut properly. Absolutely nothing wrong with this guitar. The one thing, and I will say this, which I don't think it shouldn't happen, but the guitar was completely unplayable when I got it. It didn't require any major setup work. All it did require was a solid truss rod adjustment. I had to relieve the truss rod quite a bit until the point where I almost couldn't do it anymore. And once I got it, I did that, and I let it settle for about, 10, 12 days maybe. I just let it in. I have a bunch of other guitars, so I entertained myself with that. And then after that, the action, everything about it felt great. No fret buzz. Jeez, man, words are so hard. No fret buzz whatsoever. The problem I was having, the reason I was saying it was unplayable, is because I had a ton of fret buzz and dead notes from the 1st to the 7th string, which is kind of a typical sign or warning sign of you needing to adjust your truss rod. So fortunately, everything else was perfect. No major issue. All it took was a couple turns of the truss rod, and I was set to go. To think that this guitar is only $250 with all of the features and just built so well, and yes, you could make it better and not spend a lot. But it's just, to me, it's incredible. Like, we're so spoiled for choice in today's world compared to the shitty guitars that we had to deal with like 30 years ago or 25 years ago. So this is great. I like it. Really nothing wrong with it. I like it. It plays great now. Yes, it was unplayable, but most affordable guitars will need setup work. And the fact that they rounded the ends and polished the frets, it's already, you know, like 80% of the hard work you have to do. So yeah, it's a versatile guitar for sure. It's comfortable. It's not too heavy, even though it's, you know, big body. This is about 8.5 pounds. So really not too bad, less than your typical Les Paul. And yeah, that's it for my review. I like it. You could do no wrong with it. I don't see any on the website available right now. In fact, their link for the model isn't there, but as far as I know, it's not discontinued or anything, and it should be up at some point. So if I do see that, I'll put it in the comments so you guys can check it out. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy 4th of July, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.